We talk to programmers, game designers, and independents to discover the future of gaming. And we review WWF SmackDown. The latest installment in the recent barrage of wrestling titles gives new life to the genre. Plus, we show up the latest hack and slash for the Dreamcast. Stick around. It's game time. Hello and welcome to another edition of Gamespot TV. I'm Adam Sessler. Now, the Game Developers Conference, formerly known as the Computer Game Developers Conference until recently, is the premier gathering place for those technical and creative minds behind the games we play. Now, the name was changed to reflect the increasing presence of console games at the conference. And as we'll see, that was definitely the case this year. Amidst all the hype from game publishers and the rabid interest of gamers themselves, it's sometimes possible to forget about the people who actually make the games. And so we're here in San Jose, California, for the Game Developers Conference to remind ourselves that without these people, we'd still be playing checkers.
This is the 14th Annual Game Developers Conference, and it started with actually a couple of individuals in their living room and now has grown to over 10,000 international attendees. It's the place where games start. The developers come here to exchange ideas and create the next generation of games. We're definitely seeing the industry mature. It has become an $11 billion industry, and so as gaming becomes more popular and more mainstream entertainment, we certainly see more and more developers in this community.
I remember the GDC many, many years ago, where it was like just a little auditorium, and this is like a little different.
The very exciting thing about the lectures and the roundtables at the Game Developers Conference is that it is defined by the developers themselves and presented by the developers themselves. So it's very much a peer-driven agenda.
I wouldn't trade the opportunity of coming to the GDC for anything. To some extent, I actually prefer it to E3, because E3 is so huge, and there's so many people that you can. I mean, often you can't find people that you know if you want to network, talk about game design, go out and party, have a good time with them. And I mean, that's what GDC seems to be a lot about. It's about the community. It's about everybody sharing knowledge and showing off stuff and having a good time.
Well, the GDC does provide an opportunity for game developers to discuss programming and game design. It's also a place to see the latest in software and hardware technology. It gives the developers a sense of what they're developing for.
One of the things is recruiting, but I mean, we really want to show exactly what we're all about, which is game.
Here we go!
We're showing all the latest stuff, third party and first party, but we're basically here for the developers. We want to get people interested in the machine.
Well, this is a conference that's the premier conference for the development community, and we as developers are here. We're here working with our developers. We're here attending a lot of the technical sessions. There's a tremendous amount of valuable information here. It's more a conference for us in which we are participating and garnering information and working with our key partners in the development community.
I'd say the GDC's changed tenfold since I think it was about 94, 95 when Miller Freeman actually wound up purchasing, I don't know if it was the rights or whatever, to the GDC. Things have become a lot more commercial. It's really exploded into almost like a mini E3. It's really getting crazy, but it's, I go here to network with people and to show off our new technology and to maybe, share my information about things that I happen to work on or to learn something from somebody else.
And this wouldn't be the GDC 2000 without somebody taking advantage of all the media attention and making a big announcement. And as you probably know, this wasn't just somebody.
So I'm announcing the Xbox, which we're modestly titling. The modest tagline here is the future of console gaming. And so this is a device for the living room. It's a device that'll come out in fall 2001.
Well, I think it really goes to the core of what we're trying to do with Xbox. We wanted to make a platform that was designed by game developers for game developers. And so what better place than to deliver it to the home of game developers at GDC? We had Bill G out there, Mr. Gates, and he was up talking to all the game developers, and you know, it's a platform that's so developer friendly. That's what we wanted to create.
You know, the longer you are in this industry and the longer you wind up knowing people and everything, I mean, you really start feeling like a real sense of community and almost family. It's kind of eerie. There's so many people and there's so many wacky personalities that it kind of grows on you. It's almost infectious.
Now, do not fear, there will be more on the Xbox later on in the show. And come check out our extended coverage of the Game Developers Conference by coming to the Gamespot TV website. There you can check out our Spotlight feature on the GDC in streaming video and enjoy full interviews with more game developers and should be legally allowed in one conference hall. Coming up on Gamespot TV, we preview the latest hack and slash for the Dreamcast. This game is not for those with weak stomachs. And we have a cheat code for Lunar Silver Star Story that unlocks a whole new kind of game.